So in this video, we're going to cover the extra credit features that we put into the game we created for Project 3 CS61B Spring 2021 semester. So what I'm going to do here is create a new game, new random seed, and I'm going to describe the win-lose conditions of this game that we created. So to win the game, you need to acquire all the food that's available on the map. The food is located within rooms, and they are all these strawberries. So once Kirby is able to acquire all the food, and acquiring the food is as simple as just taking Kirby and eating the food. And then you'll notice that kind of creatively the remainder of the food is left on the same tile. And then in order for Kirby to lose the game, this knight that is following a best approximated path will, if the knight interacts directly with Kirby, meaning that they contact the same tile, a collision, a lose condition will be reached. So first I'm going to show you the lose condition. Notice this is also dynamic, so it doesn't just go away, but you can turn it off, it's easier. So we're going to create the lose condition here. So the knight's kind of cornered me here, and that's defeat. Alright, so there's that. Now let's start the next game. Alright, let's try a different string. Okay, now we will try to reach the win condition. Now, before we do that, I would like to show you another feature that we created, which is jumping. So if you notice here, I'm pressing the up key and I can't, surpass this wall, right? This wall is a barrier that I cannot pass. But you'll notice at the top of the screen here, we have a jumps counter. Now, what the jumps counter does is goes up and changes when you eat a strawberry. So it's kind of like Kirby gets energy. And now, let me just get away from this knight. You'll notice that the graphic is different when I approach a wall, almost like Kirby is ready to jump. So if I interact again with the wall and go to the left, you notice that Kirby can now jump over the wall. It has a cool graphic to match. And then you'll see that our jump counter went down. So if Kirby wants to be able to jump the wall again, so if you see I push to the right, I do not get that same graphic, then Kirby will have to acquire more strawberries. Now I'm getting followed pretty closely. Now something that's also kind of cool is that something else I want to talk about is when the knight follows you, it actually gains momentum when it goes in a direction. So here it's very likely that even if the path it wants to take is across here and then cut in to get me, since it's continuing to go in the same direction for a long period of time, we like to think of that as kind of like momentum that will force it to have to slow down, so it might overshoot. You see how it overshooted here, and now it's going to have to correct. Now the reason why we did that is just to make the game a little bit easier, because if the knight is perfectly tracking you, it'll never make a mistake. So now it corrects. Notice here before it didn't have to correct because it didn't really make that many movements in the same direction. Again, I can't jump, so we're going to go up. Let's see. And then, yeah, the other creative features, just how complex the motions are. We really try to make it seem like Kirby and the knight were moving through the map by using a series of tile sets that would, kind of make it look like Kirby's walking. And if you go pretty fast, you can kind of convince yourself that that's what's happening. Now I can only get one here because the knight's trailing me. So you kind of see how this game is. It is pretty difficult. I'm going to go around here, get back in, and I'm probably screwed. But again, remember that since the juking, I can just kind of push the knight around like this and hope... Oh, getting close. So you can juke the knight. Don't I juked him pretty good, but there we go. See, I juked him out. And again, you see the jump animation activate because I now have the ability to jump because I acquired food. So all I need to do is get these last 2 pieces of food. Alright, now the knight is way behind. Not going to be able to catch me. And I can activate the wind sequence. Jump over that wall. Now, one thing I should have noted is that you can't jump these the walls of the rooms, only the walls of the external environment. So these green trees you can jump, but not these stone walls. And that was just a choice, you know, it was an arbitrary choice. But it just makes you go through the doors of the room, which was kind of like an important specification we had for this game. And boom. So Kirby got all of the edibles, the food, and activated the win condition. And I think I covered everything. I'll do one more game, just silent. Hopefully I didn't forget to do anything if I think of anything, but you know, can't hurt to have this last game in. Plus it's kind of fun. So again, a completely different world. Alright. Can't jump. Alright, how am I gonna get in? Oh, there's only one way in. I'm at the juke or something. Alright. Ooh, that wasn't the right move. I made a mistake. And now I'm screwed. I'm screwed. But he might see, what I'm hoping for is the momentum that he pushes. Okay. Again, he's gonna have momentum, so if I nice. So now I got away. So that's why it's good to have that little bit of momentum, so it creates conditions where you'll still be able to escape even if you make a total mistake, or perhaps you you know, spawn in a map where there's only one path and he's coming, you know, directly towards you. That way you can still kind of maneuver, so it's not an impossible game in all conditions. Let's see. Try to juke him out. Oh shit. Damn. Yep. Those are a set of the wins and lose conditions. Thank you for watching the video.